It's 935 K-Day Morning Show with your boy Romeo. It's going down in just a matter of days, man. I got my bro in the building, man, representing that West Coast. One of the most featured artists in the world, period. Kokane in the building. What up, my man?
Man, what up, champ? Happy to be back on.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. And you are not alone today because something special was going down this weekend. So let's start with our special guest because this is legendary right here.
Oh, man, we giving up the funk, man. I got Mr. Gary Silence Jr. in the building.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? From Parliament.
Oof.
It's gonna be the keys to the mothership, man. So I fly through LA and see what you guys are doing, and I bump into this cat, and we decide to put something real funky together for the people. So
Yeah, from G-Funk to P-Funk.
that's right.
Well,
P-Funk meets
I'll
G-Funk.
let you say.
Well, we have an event happening. We're doing Funk Night in Las Vegas on April 26th.
Nice.
Yeah, Funk Night. It'll be P-Funk meets G-Funk.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Kokane and myself featured on that event. And I'm going to have him backed up by what I call my Left Coast Funk Squad. It's going to be really cool, featuring Norwood Fisher, who actually plays bass with Fishbone. It's going
Yeah.
to be a real funky conglomerate.
Okay.
And, yeah, we're gonna bring the P-Funk and the G-Funk together, man, for a night. And it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be magical.
I know what it's going to be. Kokane, we got to talk about it, man. And I know you're going to be performing some of your new music, this trilogy you doing right here.
Right.
Where did all this come from? I mean, we're talking about, what, 37 tracks? Is that how many tracks it is?
Yeah, 37.
And now, but I got to ask you this when we talk about this project, which is called The Funkin' Adventures of Dr. Kokanstine?
Yeah, Kokanstine.
Kokanstine.
Yes, sir. Well, I wanted the people, you know, because I put out albums all the time. It's nothing.
Yeah.
But I wanted the people to have more of an experience with this project.
Yeah.
So we had to take it back all the way from the analog sound to the 2-inch tape. We really did our homework and then brought it back to the future. And like I said, man, it was originally a double album, but the universe always answers you. You know, you want to tell the universe your plans, it'll laugh at you. So it just boomeranged back, and we wanted to put that special 3 together. And it took a minute, you know, because of the COVID and all that situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, we landed this project, landed the mothership, and right now, man, it's just hitting the ground running. You know what I mean?
So it's interesting that you talk about that COVID. So you've been working on this project for obviously a couple years now, right?
Actually, it's been like 4 years in the making.
4 years
I
in the
originally
making.
put out this song called Monkey, wasn't funky. But then that went viral. I did a dance contest, and like I said, you know, because of the situation with COVID. And then I had other records and obligations, like with Sugar Cane, with Sugar Free.
Yeah,
Put that
dope
out. That's still
project.
selling. But it landed right. The mothership landed right in 2024. And it's a beautiful thing, man, because, you know, I really appreciate the fans been rocking with me for the last 35 years.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give them something real special. 37 tracks on there. Anywhere from rock and roll to classical to G-Funk to P-Funk, hip-hop, electric, just a combination, a big pot of gumbo.
Yeah, it's a part of your journey. It was the way you were feeling. And I heard that on the track. And I think of how musically inclined these tracks are. So if people who don't know, you don't just pick up a microphone and do your thing. Like,
Right.
you are a musician as well. So you all in when it comes to all of this, right?
Absolutely, man. You know, we come from the soil. Pops was a musician, and, you know, my cousin Code 187. So we just wanted to put that experience in it and let the right vibration hit the streets, you know, because number one, I always made music for the streets.
Yeah.
And we wanted to incorporate a lot of live instrumentation into it, because now it's good that a lot of people are starting to revert back to those instruments, you know, and getting so much away from the digital part because it's thin versus the analog. And it's a good thing because not only from our generation, you know, the youngsters is really starting to incorporate that. So we want to bring back that nostalgia again, that 70s, 80s, 90s nostalgia, because it was more substantive
Yeah.
in our music. And that's what we're getting back to. And this is going to be a big cornerstone piece to really introduce that, you know, with
Yeah.
all the other puzzle pieces. It's a beautiful thing. It's a powerful statement. I think it's something that really resonates with people because music is powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's definitely powerful,
It can
man.
help kill or destroy or build.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we want to build That's the vibration of Dr. Kokanstine. Is put your pistol in the car for a second, get on the dance floor, go inside the club, feel good, then go home the next day saying, man, I had an experience.
Yeah, and that's what it's about.
What we're doing.
And listen to these songs, man. It was truly an experience. So let's start with G1, The Journey Begins, right?
Yeah.
Why the title behind that and the meaning, how it coincides with the songs that's on that project?
When I write projects, I don't sit down and write. I have to vibe. If it's not about a vibe, I can't do it. And that's been always my Jippy Popcorn secret. So, you know, you got Big Boy, and shout out to Big Boy. You got Trady and Cognac. So one day they was talking about it, and I was like, oh, wow, that'd be beautiful to use on this project because we're sharing this energy and we're filling in the gaps, and it was a blessing, for my comrades to go ahead and spew that out like that. And I was like, wow, I'm grateful for that to happen.
So we think about The Journey Begins, but then we go to the next one, G2, Slide Down the Rabbit Hole. Let's talk about
that's a psychedelic trip.
Come on.
We bunking on that.
I know
That's
what we're doing with that one.
Trip. The Rabbit Hole, it's more electronic, kind of disco vibe to it. And I wanted to do something that it's kind of like Alice in Wonderland. I wanted to trip people out. So basically, that whole concept is like a shroom, like when you're on shrooms, you see all these colors and stuff. And I had my guy, who's an incredible a video guy named Smitty. Shout out to Smitty. He'll be shooting my video today.
Okay. And
he came up with this concept like, let's do this and do that. And when you see the video, man, be careful, man. Don't use no shrooms, man. It's going to take you somewhere. So
it's going to take you on a journey for sure.
Yeah, and plus, I want to big ups to all the comrades that are on there, from Ice Cube to my daughter, Sibo, Corrupt, Baby Loke, Anthony Danza, Jay Worthy. It's a combination of all stars. So, collectively we came together. I might have been the all-star throwing the pass, but all those cats on there caught that Hail Mary and went in the end zone for me on this project.
Oh, big time. And when you think about that, right, you think about the names you drop, it says a lot about you, that they want to be involved with this trilogy. You know what I'm saying? That they're all like, yo, what you doing? Okay, count me in for it. Right. So, I mean, that just says about the work you put in, the respect you have in this game, right? Now, the third one, G3, Free Your Mind. What is that experience going to be like for someone?
Man, Uncle George said it best. Free your mind and your ass will follow.
Hey. See what I'm saying, man? Funkadelic is here forever, bro. It goes. It's here to stay. Yeah. It's on us to keep this legacy and this train moving. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, man. Well said. Because, where would we be without Parliament? Funkadelic. What would the West Coast be?
Come on now.
Primarily.
What would that? If we didn't have that slap, let's talk about that. You know what I mean?
It's a special thing because when you look at your James Brown, who influenced a lot of people, such as Parliament and Funkadelic, but they're the two most sampled, James Brown. So the place we come from is the place where it's mostly tribal, handing down the baton, because all music is recycled.
Absolutely.
And it's very important for the kids, upcoming youngsters, to know, hey, this is sacred, man. This stuff that we call the funk, P-funk, G-funk, is very sacred because it went worldwide. And I feel we got an obligation to do the same thing like our ancestors did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hand the baton down so they can take it to wherever they're going to take it, but it's all in the same line.
And what I love about this, you're not chasing what's so-called hot today. For us to be recognized, we got to make sure we sound like this or sound like that. Right. This is truly your own journey. So I'm saying, and you're doing it. Let's talk about doing it on an independent level, because the game is different now than back in the day, right?
Right.
So how do you even approach that, knowing this is how I'm going to have to push my project and everything?
Well, I started my company with my family.
Right.
And that was 17 years ago. And we wanted to step out the limelight just to get it right. We kind of picked up on what Prince said with the Napster, and he said that a while back, how it was going to be. So we created our website years ago when people were laughing at us with their Spotify plaques getting 0.05. Hey, shiny, woo. We didn't want to do the tap dance no more in front of the camera. We actually want to make this a business to where economically, the money that we're spending can actually come back. Because, you know, a lot of people now, which is good, you know, you see a lot of people from corporate situation demoting people, letting people go.
Oh, I see it.
It's
They're
just
consolidating
crazy.
big time, letting
But
people go,
at the same time, this window that we have, we got to take advantage of it to be able to control the narrative again. And that way, the trajectory of this culture can be where it's supposed to. Because when you think about it, it's good for the economy. You got to realize through tourism, music industry, sports, it fuels the economy.
Yeah.
But when they squeeze us and the juice out the turnip and then squeeze more, these type of things happen. But it's good for the independent because when it's more of an intimate situation when you come to my website and we build up, safe to say, I'm not going to tell you the number, but we built up a substantial amount of people over the years. It was a slow nickel, but it's $1 now. So when you come to my website, we cut the middleman. Now playing the devil's advocate, it's good to use, you know, the social efforty streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. But instead of them dangling the meat over your head, you dangle the meat over their head. So what I do is basically put the singles out there for a little bit more of a broader reach, just for people to come back to my personal mecca and my digital trap house, which is my site at www.buddyboymusic.com.
Yeah.
Now we eat. And that's what, you know, I know the game is to be sold, not told, but we got to empower our people.
Yeah.
We have to empower our people, and if anything that you learn from Kokane is the ability to sustain, but at the same time persevere and empower your people. Don't hide it. So when you go to my site, it's more intimate. You can make an account, subscribe, get the news feed, always stay current. We always giving discounts. But now it's going back to when, you know, reminds me of like Eazy-E. Man, shout out to Eazy-E. He's finally getting his just due. You know, he ran Ruthless the way it's supposed to. You know, it's going back to, you know, Whataburger, E40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me, that's my part.
That's all right. That's money right there.
Yeah, but that's where it's at, and you know, I'm just glad that that we're here to be able to get this game, and at the same time make money, because a lot of people don't understand. You know, this became a free, you know, get your music for free, and we can't allow that no more because it's a special thing when, you know, we used to go to Tower Records and Warehouse and hear your artists that you like, and then pay your hard-earned money. It's an exchange because you gave them good music. You were the soundtrack to their life.
Exactly.
And that's what we want to be. And I think that's what we did with Dr. Kokanstine. Is something for everybody.
I think you definitely did that. And, you know, like I said, I salute you because you went this route. You've been going this route because you trust and you invest in yourself. Most people are like, look, I don't know how to make this happen, so I'm going to sign my life away and someone else is going to take a majority of my money, but at least I'll be famous. It's a business with you. And it's a passion. And with that being said, when I think about someone that ran their business well and their passion, let's start with Dr. Dre. Just got to start on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, congrats
what
to
would you
big
have
bro.
to say to Dre on behalf of that finally happening? And why did it happen after everybody else?
Well, you know, they pick and choose. Some people are slow, you know, in recognizing, but give it some time. You know, all the accolades is well deserved with Dr. Dre. I seen the brother in the 80s do what he do on the SB12 and then incorporating live instrumentation and Above the Law, myself mixing it up with him. And at the same time, a lot of people don't know this. You know, Dr. Dre was recently, he was going to produce on my project, but Code 187 had sampled Michael Jackson. And Michael Jackson got back at us and said, yeah, I want to do that, but Michael Jackson was gangster. He was like, well, you got to give me this and this and this and that. And it was like, nah. But a lot of people don't know that story. So from that era to see Dr. Dre doing stuff is not only inspirational, but it's amazing. It's surreal because he is the doctor.
Yeah, he
You know, he put a lot into it, and he deserves to be where he at. The fruits that he labored for tells him he deserves to be it, and they did something right.
Yeah,
You know
definitely
what
the
I'm
right. I can't believe you said Michael Jackson was a gangster back in the day with his music.
Oh, Michael
though.
Jackson kept the game. Ask Dre.
It's notorious.
Michael Jackson, you know, and Dre said some things, you know, back in the day.
Right?
But it was a blessing to see that man work.
Yeah.
Going into the studio, Audio Achievements, and you go in there, you see Warren G sitting there, Jewel and them bagging on each other, Above the Law in there, Dre on the piano. And, you know, I thank those gentlemen, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, of course, Above the Law, because at a time when they shut the door on me in 1991 because certain laws from the SEC wouldn't permit them to say cocaine, that door being shut was good because they was like, F that, man. Come up, do your thing
Yeah.
on this Niggas for Life album and watch what it do. So it allowed me to introduce a character called Sweet Talk, co-write Appetite of Destruction for Eazy-E.
Talk about
But
it.
most importantly, that was my first double platinum plaque in 91.
Come on, man. Come
So
on,
I was
man.
like-
I'm over here tripping right now. 34 years later, though,
Yeah.
what you still doing and bringing to the table.
Yeah. So Dr. Dre he's definitely a pillar worldwide. And rocking with them on stage in 1990 on the only NWA tour in Brixton
Yeah.
and Above the Law. And Kokane was out there. And we used to have a ball. I remember Dre used to tell me, you know, get on the piano, get your shit together. You know, so all that type of stuff from the P-Funk to NWA,
Yeah.
it had an impact on me.
Yeah.
Not just a little effect.
Yeah,
It had
a
an
huge
impact
impact.
on me. And years later, it's able to resonate because I tell everybody, this is not the NBA. If you break your Achilles, it's over with. But this is the music. And music, you know, ain't no expiration date on
There is
dope
not. I
ass
tell people all the
funky
time.
music. It's
Yeah.
not.
So let me ask you this: a week ago, you heard it happen. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar kicked that verse. He went at Drake. You know what I mean? And is that good for hip hop? Because it went viral so quick, and so many people talked about it. Even Drake responded at his concert, which means it had to hit him different if he talking about it. Is
Absolutely.
that good for hip hop when things like that happen?
Absolutely, as long as we keep it, you know, on the stage.
Okay.
You know, hip hop was built upon battling. I mean, come on, man. Cool Rock D, to all those people up there, to Kool Herc and all those people, Wild Style and all that type of situation. It was built, but where, you know, it went wrong is people, you know, kind of got in their feelings a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's real good because it raises the bar. It makes the culture, and the world is the culture now.
yeah.
Taps into it, and I'm excited, you know. But you know whose side I'm gonna take. I'm gonna always take that Compton Brothers side.
Come on, man.
Kendrick.
Come
I
on.
mean, no disrespect to Drake. He
No,
made
not
his
at all.
way. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Canada, I love Canada. I ain't got nothing against Canada if he was from Timbuktu. But hey, this Compton.
Yeah.
Kendrick did his thing.
He definitely did his thing, and you did your thing on this project, and I love the packaging.
Oh yeah.
The packaging on the project. I was like, okay, so we doing throwback with cassette. They pulled it out, and they said, no, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna add something to it. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is how they can pick that product up.
Yeah, they can pick the product, hard copy up on my site at www.budE as in Eric, BOY music.com, that buteboymusic.com, not Bood Boy.
Yeah.
Buddyboymusic.com. We got hard copies, we got merch, we got vinyl. And, you know, it's a good thing that I can sign an autograph on a hard copy
True.
because you can't sign it on the digital copy.
That
But also, we have our own digital platform called Buddy Boy Digital. So everything you want, we are your one-stop shop. All the singles, we don't want to let the people down on that. Since they, you know, go to the Spotify's, we will release the singles, and I have upcoming singles coming. I didn't want to announce it, but I'm announcing now. You know, I got something. I'm putting out a single with Cube.
Yeah.
And
Let's talk about that.
shout out to my boy E40. He's on the remix.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is the first show of the Dr. Kokanstine campaign that I'm announcing that.
So you and Cube got a record, and E40 gonna be on the remix.
Yeah, it's called Come Up Like Me, and it's targeting all our young G's out there that we come together because it ain't nothing between us but air between the OGs and the young G's, and we just giving out some game like, hey, come up like me. I'd rather put put some game in your hand before I put a sack in your hand.
There you go.
So it's that type of knowledge and inspiration, and letting the youngsters know, hey, we care about what y'all doing, but at the same time, hey, all sperm cells don't get to the egg, but if you're egg pimping and you get to it, you can burst some new ideas. And that's what we're trying to reach. We ain't trying to reach just 10 people, as long as we reach one.
There you go, man. That's all, and that can change everything, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Dr. Funkin' Adventures of Dr. Kokanstine album, the trilogy.
Yeah.
All these songs, all this work. So now that you got all this out, I know how musicians are because I'm a musician myself. So now that you got all this out of your system, how quick does more ideas come back and fill that cup back up? Because you never stop thinking, you never stop creating.
No.
So how do you have that moment where you're like, okay, let me just chill for a minute? Is there even such thing as downtime with you?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Because I'm always, that's just me, I'm never satisfied, you know. As a musician, you understand, like,
Yeah.
you creation is supposed to move. You know, there's a creator, and you are the creation, and you are in God's own mind. It is for you to continue to move your creation.
I like
And the
that.
creation speaks for itself. Like, I trip out sometime when I put this project, and maybe y'all can identify, when you creating, all of a sudden the creation start creating you. It's the weirdest thing. So in this place of earth, it's really an illusion. You understand? And things that, according to the universe, it's only a mirror of your action. Action means movement. Movement means continue to create. So 35 years,
Yeah, man.
hey, I'm ready to make it another 35 years, no days off. God willing.
Definitely got to do it, man. I appreciate you stopping by. One more time, they can check y'all out. You said it's going down in Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all come to Vegas. Check out the P-Funk meets the G-Funk special event. You can get your tickets right now at Eventbrite. You want to search Funk Night featuring Parliament Funkadelics, Starchild Jr., and Kokane.
Yeah.
Find that on Eventbrite. Get your tickets now before they are gone, because this is going to be big. Make sure you do that. Don't miss out.
Real way.
That's
Do
what's
not
up.
miss out.
And you said it's going down on what day?
April the 26th at the
Okay.
Penalty Box in
Okay.
Henderson, actually, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Definitely going to be a good look.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all come through.
I appreciate you, bro. This is amazing.
Yeah.
I know you're not going to stop. Can't wait to hear what's next. But I'm going to ride and live with this for a minute, though.
Oh yeah, it got one thing. It has a song on there called "Hey You," and it was inspired by Pink Floyd, and it's really touching on homelessness, families, whole families after COVID, lost businesses, and now in the street and kids. And guess what? When you drive around the corner, it's getting 10 times worse. It's out of hand.
Yeah.
So I did that record to really encourage people to say, well, it's not about saving the Lung Foundation. It's about raising your platform to go ahead and translate that over to inspire other people, because music can really turn the tides a little bit. And I wanted to use that the Hey You on that to really raise the subject.
Okay.
And that's what we all should do, and that's what you do as well, and everybody in here do.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing, man. So
Definitely is.
you know, go check out that project, man. It'll change your life. I want to give a shout out to Gomac too.
Yeah.
You know, he's definitely on the project.
Okay, man. Well, congratulations, bro. You already know we got you here. Whenever
Yeah.
you want to pull up the K there, it's a done deal, man. I can't wait to get back in the club with you, back on stage with you. You feel me?
You too, man. Shout out to everybody at K-Day. Shout out to you. You've always been solid, not salad. Man, blessings to you and your family.
Thank you, sir.
And continue to build the culture like you do. Genuinely, you do.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what it is. It's K-Day Morning Show. Your boy Romeo. Cop that.